What's up, YouTube? It's John from ReelBlue Custom Rods, and welcome to my channel. Here's where you can see some of the custom rods that I make, some how-to videos if you're interested in making your own custom fishing rod, and some of the fishing expeditions I like to go on. But today, we're going to talk about cork and cork handles. Are you the fisherman that likes the nostalgic look and feel of a classic cork handle on your fishing rod? If so, what state is it in? Does it look nice, clean, and pristine and new? Or have you put hours, hundreds of hours in on fishing with that rod and caught hundreds and hundreds of fish, and now it's all beat up, it's chipped, it's coming apart, it's got cracks in it, and it just doesn't look cool anymore. It's got fish guts on it, it's got bait sparkles on it, it's got fish scales on it, it just looks rough. But yet again, you still like that cork handle, so you want to hold on and keep it. Yeah, you can repair it, take it off, and put a new one on, but you're just going to keep getting into that cycle and having to repair your rod. Depending on how much fishing you're doing, you're going to have to repair that handle every year, right? But guess what? There's a way to kind of, get out of repairing it every year. Once you repair the rod, or shortly after you purchase the rod or make the rod, right, you can seal that cork handle and it will last pretty much a lifetime, right? And so that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to show you, we're going to compare some new handles with some old handles, and we're going to talk about how to seal it. So stay with me, stay tuned, and let's get after it. All right, guys, as you can see, I've got three handles up here, two fishing rods, and then one brand new cork handle that I haven't used yet, right? And that's this one here. So we have this one here. This rod has got quite a bit of heavy use on the rivers going after salmon. This rod right here in the middle, hundreds of hours going after trout. And this one here, again, is brand new. And you can see just by looking at the three that all three look very, very different, right? This one here first, the brand new one, of course, is brand new, right? Hasn't been used, hasn't been touched. Doesn't have any grease or oil from your hands or from the fish on it. The second one that I want to talk about is this one here, which is the one that I use for some salmon fishing. And you can see that this rod is really starting to show some wear and tear. You got a lot of dark, grease and oil from your hands when you're up towards the casting reel seat holding on to that reel area. You can really start to see each portion of the cork that made the handle. You can see a bunch of divots and cracks inside of the cork, and you can even see some chunks that are coming out of it, right? So again, brand new, this one here, brand new, never used. This longer handle over here, lots of time on the rivers trying to catch salmon, and unprotected. And then the one in the middle here is this fishing rod. I'm telling you, this fishing rod has probably caught more trout than there is trout in Colorado. This thing has got hundreds of hours of use. Hundreds and hundreds of trout have been caught on this thing. And guess what? The handle, although discolored slightly, still looks almost new with regards to like chunks and stuff like that missing. And it really even has kind of a classic look or a patina look on the fore end up here. And I'll show that to you here in a second. So how do we do that? Or what do I want to use to protect the cork handles on my fishing rods? Well, there's a lot of products out there, but I like to use this U40 cork seal, right? It extends the life of the cork handle, right? It toughens the cork, makes it harder to chip. It, it reduces that process. And then it seals the cork, against oils and dirt. And it's super easy to apply. All you need basically is, again, your cork sealer here, U40 cork seal. You can get this really at any rod company. And then I just use a standard brush. And then what I like to do is you can put it on the dryer and then coat on the sealant as it's rotating on the dryer, or you can just hold the rod, apply it, wipe off excess, and then set it down somewhere without the cork touching anything, and let it sit down and dry for 24 hours. They usually dry to the touch within an hour or so, even earlier than that sometimes, but you always want to let that stuff dry without touching it for about 24 hours. Then after that, you can use it. Now, the question is can I take this cork seal and try to go back and preserve this handle that's got a lot of use and stuff? And the answer is no. Why? Because it already has a lot of oils and dirt, fish guts and stuff like that that are in it. Therefore, it's not going to allow the cork seal to do what it's designed to do. In the perfect scenario, I would apply this right after building the fishing rod, or right after purchasing the fishing rod from somebody or somewhere. I bring it home, I take that plastic wrap off of it. First thing I do before I even start putting a reel and stringing it up is I apply cork seal, and that's going to extend the life of the handle for me. So that being said, hey, I hope you guys are getting something out of the channel, and I hope you definitely get something out of this video. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see some of the other videos that I got going on, go ahead and click on that link and check out the next video. All right, take care, and until next time.